Page 124, Campbells Are Coming. This is a dance, a Scottish dance, and the key word there is dance. That's important. However, on pages 122 and 123, they're introducing you to the time signature of 6/8. We just had 3/8. 6/8 is the same as 3/8, except you got to count to 6 instead of 3. Those are 6/8 notes, or the same as 6/8 notes in every measure. But it's a very versatile time signature. Now at the top of page 122, they give you, well, an eighth note is, or an eighth rest is one beat, yeah, and then they give you the others. Well, you can figure it out. A dotted quarter note's the same as 3/8 notes, so it's going to be 3 beats. A dotted half note is the same as 3 quarter notes, or 6/8 notes. That's going to be a whole measure. That works out okay. But it's the natural accents. You see, there's natural accents in music. We just feel them. They just happen naturally. We don't force them, they just happen. And the strongest natural accent is always the first beat of every measure, because we want to feel that 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter what the time signature is. It could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the first beat of every measure is the strongest, and you feel it that way. Well, then there can be other natural accents depending on what's in the music. In 6/8 time, there's choices. There's 2 possibilities. You can feel it on the first beat and the fourth beat, so you're basically sort of feeling 2 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. It's like in 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Well, 6/8 time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just feel it. And most 6/8 time music is felt that way. You feel it in 2. A lot of marches, left, right, are written in 6/8 time. And you think they're in triplets. Triplet, 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 because they're not written in triplets. Yet they're in 6/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. That's how that's just the way it goes. However, in some music, you can also have 3 beats feel per measure. You can divide those 6 notes up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a nice switch. Doesn't happen very often, but it can happen, is my point. Now on page 123, they give you some common melodies in 6/8 time to give you an idea. Over the river and through the woods. Well, I can't talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh? Row, row, row your boat. Row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You feel it in 2. For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. We had this earlier, but in a different time signature. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And finally the sailing, whatever. Sailing, sailing. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't have to go that fast. You can have slow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a lot of times when you get slow like that, it'll start dividing it and you'll feel 3 beats in a measure too. It could go either way. You have to watch out. You can usually tell where the natural accents need to be based on how they beam the notes together. If they're beaming them like 3/8 notes together at a time, you're going to feel that in one natural accent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll beam the notes that way. In this Campbell thingy, that's what they're doing. You got 3 notes beamed together. And then here. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feeling. So 6/8 time in this Campbell's thingy. We're still in the key of D minor. Make sure you're still doing the scales. You should be doing the D minor and the F major scales, because that's the one flat for now. If you can get it 1 octave up and down okay, then go to 2 octaves up and down. Do the intermediate level, 2 octaves up and down. Just like I explain in the scale videos. First thing is, let's get the notes and the rhythms and the fingering. Right hand, you're coming in on a pickup beat, so we're coming in on beat 6. There are 5 beats in the last measure at the bottom of 125, so it's all good. You put them in, okay. And you're not in here, you're in here. Remember the B flat. So it's 6, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2. Now watch out here, that's a G, not an F. They changed it. I don't know why, but they did. And then now it's an F. And now it's going to be a G again. For measure 6, that's a G. So yeah. Let's go down to measure 9. It's here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Measure 10 is a 2 and then a 3. Because we need to be in a different hand position. This. And then measure 12, and then thumb. Got to move our hand back up. That's all. Measure 17, you got the chords. The 1 chord, the 4 chord, 1 chord. 2, 3. They didn't draw in all the bar lines. They want you to draw in the bar lines, starting at measure 17, or actually it's at the top of the page. They did a dotted line. You're supposed to take a pencil and draw in the bar lines every 6 beats. You figure them out. I'll let you do that. It's just 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's kind of easy in there because a dotted half note gets the full measure. So if you draw the bar line between each of the dotted half notes, that's pretty good, huh? Now at the bottom, I'm going to wait until I get both hands together because they're going together. Doesn't work very well one hand by itself because you're missing rests, and so you got to read a little differently. You have to read both hands. Left hand at the beginning, this is just dotted half notes, an F and a C. Nice and drilling, sort of like a bagpipes down here doing their thing. And then in measure 9, you're coming up, you got rest, you got time. Now it's just one note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Still got the bagpipes, they're just kind of short. Then down on measure 25, back here, put the hands together. It's pretty straightforward actually. Let's go to the bottom of page 125. This is going to be measure 27 where the hands are starting to go nuts. You're here and here, and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're just alternating. 1, 2, 3. You see those first 3 eighth notes and how they're beamed together and between the 2 stabs? That's how they do it. They're beaming them so they leave out any rests because really it's like they've combined the 2 stabs together, sort of, except you've got all these notes, so they need both stabs to cover all the notes. But as far as counting goes, it's really just one staff. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now measure 29, you get a bass clef in the top staff. You just come down here an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that's tied for 5 counts. And a fermata, so you just hang on to it. If I do this with a metronome, I'll double the value of that quarter note. So instead of 2 counts, I'll hold it for 4 counts. Remember, a quarter note gets 2 counts because we're in 6/8 time. Articulation-wise, there's not a lot going on. You have some staccatos in the left hand there on measure 9. Short. That's about it. Otherwise, lift up between the phrases in the right hand. Just like a breath. That's pretty much it. Now on measure 9, there's no slurs or nothing. Just go ahead and connect them. If you want, at the end of the page on 124, you can lift up like the end of a phrase. I mean, you can kind of hear where the musical phrases might be. If you think it is, lift up as in take a breath. On measure 17, where I'd lift up like taking a breath. So forth. All right, whatever. At the end, when you're doing it, just connect them. Then the dynamics. Well, this is happy piece. That's for the right hand. This left hand, that can get overpowering real quick. The low notes like that, keep them soft, keep them in the background. And then when you get down to measure 9, now it's soft. Then measure 17, you go back up to moderately loud, not quite as loud as you were at the beginning, but sort of. Keep the left hand soft. And then measure 27. Both ends are the same here. It's soft. Then a little louder, measure 28, sort of loud. And you're going to crescendo up to loud. That's loud. And then that last note is a sforzando. Remember those? That is a major, major accent. It's very loud. Collapse the wrist when you play it. Don't pound on it. Just so it's. And again, as far as interpreting goes, you can hesitate just a hair on that sforzando. A lot of times when you get a sforzando, you can hesitate slightly when you go to play it. So it's instead of this, that hesitate just a hair. That's part of interpreting, and sometimes it works well and sometimes it doesn't. You have to judge it on a case-by-case basis. But for the sforzando, many times you can hesitate just a speck before you play it. It helps to, oh, what's happening? You know, it helps to bring it up. Speed-wise, well, this is a dance. It's a fast piece. The metronome they give you is like for dotted quarter note beats, so they want it felt in 2. 1, 2, 1. What's important though is how accurate can you play it. You got to stay accurate, so don't go faster than what you can control. So it's up to you on how fast you go. So forth. It's up to you on how fast you go, but it has to be steady because people are going to dance to this. You don't want to mess them up, because if you hesitate, then they fall over and it gets to be a mess. And then they've added pedal. Well, you don't need pedal on this, but it helps to bring out the overtones and this bagpipe feeling going on. Problem is, we don't want to smear it. We don't want to smear all those notes together. On the other hand, it's a fast piece. Now, for fast pieces, you can get away with some smearing that you can't get away with on slow pieces, because people don't have time enough to hear the smear to bother with it. Well, it's a balance between, you have to judge for yourself. If you can't play it real fast, then you don't want to pedal it quite so much. So if I pedal it like they're showing, I get this. So it's going to be overlapping pedal here. It's like we've been doing. You don't pedal this, of course. It's soft and staccato. So forth. That's basically what you get. I find that very blurry. I don't like it. I don't like a lot of blurriness. So I would tend to pedal it a little more complicated. If you're struggling with it, forget the complicated part. Just do the best you can with what's here. But if you're getting it pretty well, then think about this. At the beginning, instead of every measure, I'm going to change the pedal maybe every 3 beats. Or I'm going to change it on beat 1 and beat 4. So here, as the 8th notes are beamed together, I'm going to change it with each group of 8th notes. And at the end of that second full measure, I'm going to lift it up with the right hand so I hear some silence again. Here, and then I'll measure 8. I don't pedal that. The left hand has a rest. And now we don't pedal. And then when you get to measure 17, I'm going to change it on each of these chords. Every time time that changes a chord in the right hand, I'm changing the pedal. I don't want to smear it. I don't want all that. Ugh. So I'm to change it here. And then we're back to what we were doing at the beginning. Now here at the bottom, here you can smear all this together. It just... That's fine, just smear all that together. You have to listen and decide for yourself what kind of sounds you want. I just don't like a lot of blurriness in there, and changing it every 3 beats like that allows me to get rid of some of the blurriness. I also like to lift the pedal with the phrasing in the right hand so I can hear the phrasing in the right hand. Sometimes, I like to hear the rest sometimes, so I'll lift it so I can hear a rest. I know they're keeping it simple for you by just pedaling most everything, but I still have problems with that because you get accustomed to hearing that, and I don't think that's a good idea. You need to be very critical on what you're hearing with this pedal. It's better to leave the pedal out completely than to just pedal everything and not even listen to it. It may sound fine to you, but it won't sound fine to the people who are listening. Believe me, I've been there. Ugh. I like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics. I'll try and pedal it as I've explained it, not as it's shown in the book. I'll give us 5 counts. We come in on beat 6. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 6. 6. 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 6